Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Happy New Year. I hope you all had a great start into 2023. A couple of things before we get started with this video. First things are first, you can probably tell by my voice, this is not my normal voice. We went on vacation over New Year's, and when we came back, I came back with a cold, and I literally did not have a voice for a few days. And it's slowly coming back, but obviously it's not all the way there yet. But I need to film these videos. I was supposed to film them already, but like I said, there was just no way. I had no voice. So yeah, I'm sorry if that bothers you, but that's just what we have to do for the next couple of videos, because like I said, I have to get these videos out. So I quickly wanted to address that. And then the second thing really quickly is I never uploaded I think the last two check-ins for November as well as my check-ins for December, because sadly when I was getting ready to edit the footage, I left my SD card out, and my youngest, my 3-year-old, got a hold of it and it just disappeared. I have no idea where he put it. He doesn't know where he put it. Usually he knows where he puts his stuff, but he just has no idea. So yeah, by the time I'll find it, it'll be too late to do the check-ins, but it's fine since we're starting off with the new year anyways, it'll be okay. So yes, we are getting ready to setting up the budget for January, and I also have my cash tray right here. I will be stuffing my envelopes in this video for our quote-unquote daily cash, and then in a separate video I will set up my sinking funds page in my planner, as well as stuffing our sinking funds. So today is all about our daily cash and setting up the January budget. If you're only here for the stuffing part of the video, I will leave it on the screen when the actual stuffing will start. But if you're interested in our actual budget for the month, then you can just keep on watching right here. So let's go ahead and get this started. I am using a happy planner. If you're new to my channel, this is a monthly from a dashboard planner from, like I said, the happy planner, and then I just use some notes pages after the monthly. All these stickers are from my shop, 𝐒𝐇𝐏, and we do still have January in the shop, and we also have February in the shop, and March will be coming very soon, because I always like to be I started being 2 months ahead, so March will be coming out very, very soon. So stay tuned for that. I did already set up my monthly pages, because these date darts always take a very long time, and all of the due dates for our major bills are very repetitive, so I already put that down, but you will always see more of this spread in my weekly check-ins. So I did already put that down. So we're just going to flip on over, and I'm going to set up my monthly budget. Okay, so I zoomed you guys in a little bit just so you can see what I'm actually doing here. But for my monthly budget, I will be using half of one of our washi kits. And then I will be using the monthly budget with the fixed and variable expenses separate. We do offer this version as well as just an expenses strip as one. I cannot talk, but yeah, I just like to put the top strip up here on the 3rd row. You can also just use regular, just white paper or just notebook paper. You don't need an actual planner, but other than budget videos, I also do planner videos like decorative planning, so that is just my thing. I always say that, but you know, if this is your first time on my channel, I'm just a planner person. That's why I like using planners and stickers, but you know, you do not have to do all of that. But yeah, so I'm going to leave an empty row, and then I'll put the income strip here. I leave about 4, I believe. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll put the total income strip here. And then I use one of the different, totally ripped that. You just gotta be careful sometimes. I'll use the other one because I messed that up. Yeah, you just want to be a little bit more gentle sometimes. I feel like premium matte paper is not very forgiving. But yeah, I'll put that in the middle. And then we'll do the fixed expenses on the left. And then we'll do the variable expenses on the right. I feel like I'm shaking right now and I don't know why. I don't know what's going on. I haven't had that much coffee today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 spots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I like to do 2 from the bottom, and I'll put this here. Because I've done this a lot of times, I can do this pretty fast, but I forgot to get my ruler, so I'll put down the lines really quickly, and then I will be back to set up everything. Okay, I wrote everything out and I did my lines, so now we can go ahead and talk about our actual budgets. So we are a family of 5, and we do currently have 3 different incomes. We have my husband's job, we have my husband's retirement pay. He is a retired veteran, he medically retired out of the military. And then we have my shop, JK Creates Co, which is our variable income. Typically, I use these 2 incomes to cover our fixed expenses as well as our variable expenses other than sinking funds. Part of it sometimes goes to the sinking funds. Sometimes I just use my variable income. Sometimes I barely use my income for the sinking funds. It just always kind of depends. But whatever we don't use will go into our regular savings account. So those are our incomes. And then our fixed expenses, we have rent and water. I talked about this a couple of in the last few months. The amount was actually the same, which rent is always the same, but the water is not. But I thought, maybe we're now paying the same amount for water, but apparently not, because this month it was a little bit more. So this month we actually had to pay $1,318 in total. I always look that up on the 1st. I think it's posted on the 1st, the total amount including the water. But yeah, that was $1,318 this month. Internet is the same. Internet is always $99. Our car payment, well, my car payment, my husband doesn't have a car payment. My car payment is $500. That is by choice. We just decided to pay that amount because with a higher amount, we are obviously paying it off a little bit faster. Our phones have changed from last month. Previous months, it was $150 for my husband and I's phones, but now it's $180. That is because my husband got a new phone, and with protection plan, etc. It turned out to be $180 because, trust me, he needs all the protection he can get. I don't know, he just likes damaging his phone or losing it or gets it stolen or whatever the case may be. So we definitely need that for him. We both have it, but beforehand he didn't because he paid his phone through a different company, but now we're both at T-Mobile, so that's why it's $180. The gym payment is always the same. It is $10. And then the TV subscriptions altogether are always $108.01. And that is Hulu and Netflix are our biggest ones, and then I pay for a couple of smaller ones for all of my Asian dramas. But let me calculate all of that. So we have 1318 plus 99 plus 500 plus 180 plus 10 plus 108 and 1. And that is $2,215.01. So that is the total amount for our fixed expenses. Now to our variable expenses, these are categories that I budget for. All of these categories other than electricity are going into cash envelopes. So for electricity, I'm going to budget $150 this month. We have been using our heat a lot because it has just been freezing here in Alabama. It started very early this year. Well, last year. It's 2023 now. But yes, I'm going to do $150. If you're new to my channel, we have a pay-as-you-go type of plan. So we just load money onto a pretty much prepaid account whenever we are getting low on there. So yeah, we're doing $150 for that. For groceries this month, I'm going to do $850. If you've been watching my videos, you know that groceries is just one of the categories I'm a little bit struggling with. So I'm hoping for this year I can figure it out and find a good budget for us that we can actually stick to. But yeah, for groceries, I'm doing $850 this month. Household is staying at $100. That's, toilet paper, paper towel, cleaning supplies, all of that good stuff. Eating out, I'm doing $275 this month. We actually haven't eaten out that much the last month, but yeah, our groceries and eating out are both categories. I'm always kind of like, oh, is this enough? But we will see. Gas, I'm actually going to do $250 this month. I typically do $200, and even though gas prices are going down, I feel like we are both driving a little bit more. So this is for 2 cars, and again, we live in Alabama. I know gas prices are different in every state, but ours actually have been going down a lot. So right now it's, I think, at like 280, 290, 288, 290 per gallon, which is amazing. A couple of months ago it was like over $4 per gallon. Again, I know in other states prices are way higher than that, but again, it's different per state. Our minimum wage here in Alabama is also way less than other states, so it always kind of evens itself out, I guess. But yeah, so I'm going to do $250 this month and see how that'll work out. Entertainment, I did high last month. I did $250, and to be honest, we barely spent anything because we were going on vacation and there was a lot going on with Christmas and stuff, so we didn't really go anywhere with the kids. So we didn't spend anything on entertainment. So I'm going to lower the budget for this month because I don't think there will be much going on. My husband is going on a work trip, and then the kids start school again. So I'm just doing $100 this month compared to $250 last month, and that should be plenty. That is, taking the kids somewhere to play, like Chuck E. Cheese or the Jump House or anything fun related. Yeah. Then for beauty, I'm doing $250. I believe I did that last month as well. That is obviously for beauty stuff, skincare stuff, as well as my husband and my kids' haircuts. That's that. Spending is $300. That's typically, well, not typically, but that's for my husband and I. I always say this, but again, there are people that are stopping by for the first time, so I kind of have to repeat myself there, but that's not really $150 each. It's just whoever wants to buy something, they can, and obviously, my husband and I communicate when it comes to that. So yeah, that is the spending category, and then Cairo is our dog, and he always gets $75. That has been plenty. That's just for food and his treats. So yeah, for sinking funds, I believe, I have to correct it if I'm wrong, but I believe I budget, because I don't know where the paper went where I wrote everything down. But that was at 1,040 is what I want to stuff this month. I'm like a 99% sure that's what I wanted to stuff. But again, you will see all of my sinking funds in the next budget video. So that's what I'm going to write down there. And unbudgeted, I'm not going to budget anything. And at the end of the month, we will see if we had an unbudgeted expense. So let me calculate all of that. So we have 150 plus 850 plus 100 plus 275 plus 250 plus 100 plus 250 plus 300 plus 75 plus 8,000. I messed that up. Okay. Okay. After like messing up a few times, $3,390 is what I'm budgeting for our variable expenses. And again, at the end of the month or also throughout the check-ins, we will see how we're doing there. But yeah, this is our monthly budget for the month of January. I am going to switch out the battery really quickly, and then I'm going to do our actual stuffing. Okay, I moved everything out the way. I got our cash envelope binder right here. Like I said, this is all of our daily cash envelopes. I'm not doing sinking funds. I will do that in the next video. But we are going to do a cash count first. So I'm going to start out with 5. We have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30 in 5s. And we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, and $80. And then we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 20, 40, 340. Then we have 5, 1, 5, 2, 5, 3, 5, 4, 5, 5, 5, 6, 5, 7, 5, 8, 5, 9, and 50, plus 950, plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we are stuffing $2,200 today for our categories. So I'm going to move the calculator out the way. Today I actually don't have the denominations that I want to use, so I'm just randomly going to grab them and just kind of go from there and kind of wing it. Okay. Let me see. So we're starting off. Okay, I hope it stays this way. But let me start off with the groceries. For groceries, we're doing $8.50. Let me do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we're doing okay, let me see if I did that correctly. Oh, it's 50, right? So I got an I got it at 50. Okay, so we have 100, 200, 300, 400, 450, 500, 550, 600, 650, 50, 700, 20, 40, 60, 80, 800, 820, 840, 850. Okay, I did that right. I know sometimes it looks like I'm counting the money really funny, but for one, I'm not a teller, and I haven't done this for a long time, or I haven't done this in a long time. But also, I always want to make sure they are separated, because this, like the money I always get, is just really, really bad. So it's fine as long as the right amount is in here. I'll update the budget sheets later as well. I'll just cross out whatever we did last month and then go from there. But household is gonna get 100, and I think I'm just doing 250s. Doing 250s for household. Maybe I'll do 150, and then yeah. I just kind of look at like what I'm getting. If I just get like toilet paper or paper towel or whatever the case may be, I'll probably want some smaller denominations. So we're on 50, 70, 90, 95, and 100 for household. Right here. The next category is eating out. For eating out, we're doing 275. So I'm going to do 100, 200, 50, 70, and 5. Or actually, because we like going to fast food places, I'm going to do some smaller denominations. Because, you know, when we go to McDonald's or something, I don't need a lot of big money, basically. So we're going to do 150, 200, 220, 40, 50, 60, 70, and 5. 275 for eating out. And I don't know if I mentioned it in the video yet, but just a disclaimer, this is for the whole month. I'm not stuffing these again until next month. Okay, that's eating out. Next category is gas. Gas is getting 250, which I like to do in 100. Yeah, let's do it this way, because usually mine takes a little over, like almost 40, and my husband's can be anywhere between 60 and 80, but anyways, we'll just do it this way. So we have 100, 50, 200, 220, 240, 250 for gas. Right here. Next category is entertainment. Entertainment, we're doing 100, so I'm just doing 250s. That should be fine. Like that. Beauty is getting 250. Let's do 100. 200, and then 50. I think, yeah. So we have 150, 200, 220, 240, 250 for beauty. which I've just gotten rid of so much of my makeup. A lot has expired. I haven't worn a lot of makeup throughout the pandemic, so it's time to kind of rebuild that again, and I'm slowly doing it, of course, because makeup can definitely be expensive. But yeah, that was beauty. Spending is getting 300. So we're just doing 100. Yeah. So we're doing 100, 50. What am I doing? I just lost my train of thought. 100, 150, 200, 250, and 300 for spending. That is spending, and then the last category is our dog, and this should be 75. Did I do something wrong? Okay, we have 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, and 75. I didn't do anything wrong. But actually, you know what? Let me take out the 50 from, and I'll exchange it with this. Just because spending, we might also need smaller denominations because, you know, you don't know what is there that you want to buy. I need new car refreshener though, so that's probably one of the things. But yeah, so we're doing 50, 60, 65, 70, and 75 for Cairo. So I could just use the 50 whenever I buy his food. So that works out a little bit better. But yeah, the cash tray is empty. That was $2,200 that we now have in our daily cash binder. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you guys in my next one. Thank you so much for stopping by. Bye.